newbies, Jargon Kid here, and yep, I'm coming up with a new mobile games ever since I stopped cooking my kingdom. I think it's during October or November. Then I just kind of stopped playing the mobile games for a while. I do feel it's quite tired to have a lot of things to go through every day. I guess I know the time to actually like doing like the how to say 2 jobs at once. Yeah, I guess it's just me, okay. And yeah, let's introduce the game then. Okay, as you can probably see, even though the interface kind of get a bit crowded, I don't know if it's typical for most of the mobile games. This is a game that is called Light and Dark. Light and Dark, yeah, I think there's an official English name for it. Because currently it doesn't have a global server, we only have the China server. And I even have to go to its main website, QQ site, to get the APK for this game. It cannot be found on the Google Play Store. I think it's because of the region restrictions. Yeah. And frankly speaking, this is the first time playing the Otome Mobile Games, aka the dating simulation game. I have to say I'm also quite surprised with how it's being presented. First and foremost, it's a vertical game, so it really looks like when you play on a phone, actual phone, it looks like it feels like you are using your own phone to interact with many things. It feels very interesting, and I have to say that I do think that it's because of its being a dating simulation game, so it kind of gives you a lot of interactions when you like using the things as like using your phone. Yeah, the effect looks better when you like holding it on your phone, but of course because I actually don't really like using my phone a lot because my neck will get very painful, so I have to try to work it out with the emulator or something, and it's easy for me to record this way anyway. Oops, okay, I'm too excited for it. Actually, I'm still kind of having some of the issues, just small issues actually. I kind of want to get through the verifications for the Tencent, so I can actually start to buy some of the things in the game. However, for some reasons, my application is never being approved or disapproved. In other words, I don't know what's the status. Yet I can keep resubmit the application, which made me feel a bit puzzled as to what exactly happens. I decided to give it some time to like cool down, so maybe I will try again on the next week then. Just hopefully before this anniversary specials finish, I could actually get it verified. I kind of want to get a package. Okay, this is a game that I really want to contribute even a little bit from my own, just to show my support for it. Frankly speaking, I also didn't really expect that I would actually come to play this game. Not to say that I'm against this kind of dating games or what, but I never would thought that I would like playing this game and love this game so much. In fact, I know this game ever since it's like in the beta test, I guess, because I watch a lot of Bilibili. I follow a lot of Bilibili avatar for the Otome game, so I kind of come across this game several times. And I had to say, this game have a lot of very interesting elements, even though I'm not really getting most of it, because if you are on a Bilibili, most of the times you are going to watch the videos of the important things, which are the dating, those kind of events. Yeah, the event the time you spend with the 5 characters, the 5 male characters, which are the part of puzzle, the bread and butter of the Otome games. Yeah. Yet when I start playing the game, I just feel it's quite interesting, and I kind of like seeing how's the growth of our main character as a designer. And it's some things that I never really thought about much about, because for me the fashion is like all those very complicated aesthetic elements that's like beyond my lifestyle. Yeah, because I'm being very casual and very how to put in better words. Yeah, I don't care much about my appearance most of the time. I just make sure I look tidy and how to say presentable in front of other people. So I never really pay attention to it. But because of playing this game and understanding so much thing going behind the design, and now I had to try to like pay more attention to the type of different things around me. Like when I go window shopping or anything, I will just look and think about like why they make the things like this, what is the kind of feel they want to go for it. Yeah, I guess it makes things very interesting. Yeah, I don't know how to describe it, but sometimes I really like this kind of, how to say, the games kind of like giving you more information and insight about the things around me, something like that. And I feel very happy about it. It's also something very abstract. It's some elements that actually present now our life. And yeah, it's fantastic. Of course, I still cannot afford so many beautiful clothes or whatnot, but at the very least, I can start appreciate all those fashion things. Yeah. So I started playing the games on last Sunday, so technically today is like the 7th or 8th day, the 1 week, milestone. And at this milestone, I'm being stuck at one of the chapter of the main story because my cards are not very strong. I don't know, is it the... Yeah, I do repeat the I don't know part a lot because this is technically my first time playing mobile Otome games, and I don't really play much games in the first place. But I find the system quite interesting, and it sort of guides you very in a step-by-step manner, so you can get along with the things. You are not going to get very confused, because just imagine that if I open the game and it already look like this, I will be lost, like, oh, which place should I click, something like that. And this game does a really great job to just slowly open up many things. Yeah, and the interface looks very pleasing, and especially the music. I have to say the music is splendid and wonderful. Yeah, and it's very clean actually. I mean, I like the interface. I know how the things are not just playing around and then sort of like very cluttered. It looks beautiful. Even the second page. Yeah, you see, it looks so beautiful. Oh my god. But of course, this part is unlocked later, I guess. Yeah, I kind of regret not actually pushing through the main plot during my first few days, and I just playing one chapter each day, and I realized a lot of features are being locked behind the chapter. Yeah, so I guess I would say it's recommended to at least I play through the 4th chapter, 1, 2, 3, 4, to unlock most of these basic functions, also called the very helpful functions. Yeah, before you get to the regular daily activities kind of things. So for my main story, I currently start at it. I start at chapter 6. Yet. It's quite a long way to come to here, because as you can see, during each chapter you have a lot of things. You have the story, and then this diamond shape thing is where you have to fight. Yeah, and I currently start here because I cannot win this part. Yeah, I mean, but the game, I like how it is being designed, and it's not that how to say. I would just want to say the interface is actually very clean and very pleasing to the eye, I guess. So even though I kind of like unable to pass through this hurdle, I'm still not feeling so in distress. Yeah. Well, now because of the anniversary event, and yeah, you can just look at all this balloon stuff. It just looks so beautiful. And the anniversary event, the theme is a wedding. So yeah, even the background music sounds like those kind of wedding ceremony music. It just makes me feel so happy about it. Okay, so for this video, I just really want to share more about this game. But I have to say, I actually have still learning on the games, and especially I need to look through some of the guides and watch through on how to actually get my cards stronger, because this game, technically the battle in this game also called those diamond shape thing. Yeah, it revolves around battling with the cards, and the cards is here, the left side, this icon here. Yep. And you can see that basically there are many type of cards, and the cards are featuring one of the 5 main characters, and they come in the star level. Okay, they have a level, they have the star. The highest star is a 6 star, and the lowest is definitely 1 star. And yeah, as you can see, the highest level are those that I usually use, and frankly speaking, my card is not the strongest. It's considered quite big actually, and I don't have enough resources to push them through a lot. So you can see that most of my cards just start at the level 40 because that's like the highest I can get. Yeah, and I do think the game have a lot of very complicated terminologies during the first time I played the games. I was so confused because there were so many items and all the special terms they use to describe different things just made me feel so confusing. But now after 1 week of rinse and repeat, I kind of understand the games. Frankly speaking, for the first 2 chapters, I think I don't even know anything about the card. I just increase the level and then throw them in the battle and it somehow wins because there's auto battle and I do think the AI works quite well. Yeah, so I managed to get through that. But I think from the chapter 3 onwards, you kind of have to manage the card better and you need to start to learn the system and start to understand, what is this thing doing and what can I do to increase my chance of winning and passing through that hurdle so I can move on to the next main story. Yeah, being able to get a good card or rather the high star card is very important and it's so easy. Yeah, just introduce. I think they also have this question right here will teach you about the things. Yep. And I don't know why the first thing they teach you is this thing, the flower shape in the right hand corner. And see, for me this is a very difficult thing to get. It basically means that if you manage to pull through the gacha pool, you manage to pull through the same card, then you can just increase the quality here. And this is a very helpful technique, but it's not very easy to get a repeated card, especially for those with the higher star level. Then here is a star level, and they mention here the 4-star or 5-star card can be improved to 6-star. I don't know what's the purpose. Maybe it also increase some of the qualities of the card. And this is a level. And then the third one, this one is a very important thing. In fact, most of my cards are not very strong, but because I do put a lot of resources into this part. This part is like the ability, special ability of the cards. Yeah, the cards can have different ability, and this is some sort of like a special power of the card. And if you utilize in a very good timing and with some luck, and yeah, it can really makes the hurdle just easy to clear. In fact, my card was quite under level, and the previous hurdle was like recommend at 45 level, but as you can see, I don't have much card with 45, so I play manually and I try to pray a lot because some of this ability are actually based on percentage, so they don't trigger each time. So some of them you need to pray hard for them to be triggered, and yeah, they finally through some luck especially for some of the random part of it, and I managed to pass through the last hurdle. But the next hurdle, the recommended level is 50, and I don't think I can actually pull through much luck for that. And my card need to be strong also. Yeah, it cannot just rely on luck. You still need to have some actual raw strength to push through the damage cap. So I just stop here. But this ability part is really important. I really do rely a lot on this and craft. This is a thing that's limited to 5-star and 6-star cards. So basically, you can have a different image, I guess. This is I suppose dating card sort of things, right? Okay, I do have one card with the repeated gacha pool, I think. Where is it? Sometimes it's very difficult to identify the red dot here. Where's my red dot? Here, that's right. The red dot sometimes get lost because I have so many different cards. And as you can see, each card have a different element on the top left. There are basically 6 different elements. And each card can have 4 at the same time. Yep, and this is what it means when you manage to draw the same card. This is the third time I get this card already. Then, yep, you can just increase the quality, and then it will increase the value of it. Yep, the value in the front here. But of course, because this is a 3-star card, I don't really have enough resource to pour into it at the moment, even though it's getting quite strong. Yeah, unfortunately. This is that as showed earlier. This is like my main card. of using, because it has a very helpful skill. This skill is basically to trigger 2 times of like the periodic attack. It's some lighting attack, something like that. It's very helpful, but of course it can be triggered 2 times only. Yeah, so I had to kind of reserve it for the final part of it. And yeah, you can use this powder things, the sand powder thing, to increase the level here, so it will become stronger. And so this is a part that I really put in a lot of resources. And oh yeah, if you are at like the 20, 40, 60, I think they have a gap. Then you need to get some items so you can eventually raise your card to above 40 level. But there's a long story for it, and you need a lot of resources, which I don't have. So I just keep increase my level at the graph area, then hope for the best. But I still need some raw strength outputs so I can push to that match cap. Unfortunately, yeah, I don't get a lot of very strong cards at the moment, and I definitely don't get the so-called duplicate card for most of my strong card. I think only this one I get a second one. Is it? Yeah, I managed to get a second one of this because I still don't have the power to open out these flower things. Yeah, so I cannot just increase the quality of the card myself. Yeah, so these are mostly my cards at the moment. It's not very strong. As you can see here, you can filter it by the character, the attribute, which I mentioned earlier on, the 6 type of the attribute, the skills, and other things. But whatever it is, you still need to get this card. So where do you get this card? Come to here. This is your gacha pool. It's very important. And now this is the anniversary part. Wow! I finished my gacha pool yesterday, and it was horrible. I didn't get any of these waiting cards, even though I really wish to get for it. It's unfortunate. But they have a rule so that basically it's like, yeah, if you like you accumulate to hundreds pool, then you can find one random of the limited 6-star card. I hope so. Oh, I really want to get the Sarah card. Sarah is a character that actually get me to play this game anyway. Yeah, I mean, I never thought that I would meet such character that I really liked and enjoy his story a lot. And I really hope his story being with. And part of the light and dark that I like a lot is really all these 5 characters. Even though in the story I only made like 3 of them. Yeah, because I start at the chapter 6 now. Yeah, but I really like how they're being like having a soul of their own. I don't know how the writers they write their characters, but it's quite amazing. And most of the times you can feel like, oh, this is something that the guys will say or do in these particular situations. It's like they are not just being pushed to some sort of the things. I don't know how to describe it, but the people also they have the soul, and it's like the author just let them say what they think, what the guy will actually say. Yeah, I don't know how to put into words, but it feels very natural and it feels very great. Yeah, and beside this, of course you have this one. This one is the regular, you will always see this whenever there's no event, and it's true here that you can also get pull some good cards. Yeah, and I think they have rule also. This is my record. Yeah, yesterday I tried a lot, but I didn't really get a lot of things. Yeah, unfortunately. Black color envelope, which looks very high class one, is the one that you get the 6-star card. Unfortunately, I don't get it, but it's okay. Yesterday was the first day of the event, so it's okay. I don't trust my luck anyway. All this kind of gacha pool just never mind. I don't think it's so easy to get, and if I get it, I don't have enough resource to push through to increase the level anyway. So yeah. So basically, here's a shopping you should know. This one is about all the shopping things. But something that really puzzle and make me sometimes a bit not so happy is about how some of the things that you can like sort of receive free and not free, they just kind of tangle with each other. But thankfully they will always have a red color dot to remind you of, which is very wait, I got enough items for changing already. Oh my god, I have enough to get. Let's just exchange that. just want to get Sarah card. That's my purpose, okay? As I like all the characters, but Sarah is a special character. 3-star. Where is he? And every time you get a new card, remember to come and get your rewards. Yes. This thing is very important. This thing, I don't know how they're going to translate eventually. This is basically the thing you use to do your gacha pool. So this is the things that people pay a lot of money to get for. Yeah. But you can also exchange it and from different aspect, which I hope I unlock it earlier on before I continue playing that game. It's here. There's an astrology room, and you can get actually each week you can get so many of these items. But I don't know about that. It unlocks like chapter 4, chapter 3. Is it? So that's why I say you should at least play until chapter 4. Try to push through that. Yeah. So I think I do mention a lot of things that I like about the game. The things I don't like about the game, I still thinking maybe it's because I do think it's quite normal to have some gate on the plot thing. Otherwise, everyone just clear the main story and it will be having no motivation to going through that. I don't know. I don't know how usually mobile games works. But when I play the Cooking Run Kingdom, it just kind of make me feel very basically all the mobile games, or rather most of the games are like this, right? I play RPG game, I also keep leveling up because I want to defeat the next boss characters and the next boss enemies and to move on the plot or something. Yeah, I do feel it's quite similar, but maybe mobile games has more of the homework feel that makes you feel every day I need to do this, otherwise I'm a bit I'm at a loss. I lost out this thing if I don't do this, something like that. I'm not sure. Yeah, but I do find there's a lot of functions, and yeah, the river part is a thing you have to do every day but they do have sort of like the auto battle, and it also knows the players like me. Usually I'm slightly lazy and something like that. Even though it said 10 times, right, you can just let the AI play by itself. As long as you already clear the game, clear that particular part, then you can just select it and let it auto do it for 10 times for you. So you can let your phone there and then go and brush your teeth, make a coffee, and when you come back, you finish and you just go to the next one. This is to get this pink color thing is for the experience bundle. I don't know how it's going to get translated. All these real terminologies to really get me. This one is the money. Yeah, I have quite some money. It's called Aurora what? Aurora coin? Aurora is the name of the how do they say, the studio they make this game. Yeah, and this thing is the one for the engrave, the sand thing. Yep. Yeah, ready. But you have the so-called limit, so each day you can only play for 10 times. And then here, this floor water. Yeah, I'm still trying to get as much of this item. This is used to unlock the second image that I mentioned just now earlier on for the 5-star and 6-star card. So you have some items that are associated with each of the male character. Then you're trying to get as much as possible, and you also have the limit of 10 times each day. Yeah, but it doesn't take away the stamina, which is why it should be clear. Okay, but it doesn't have the automatic functions, so you have to click by yourself for 10 times because you might want to get different items. And this is something that you can get some of an item to clear the level up cat. I don't know if you remember just now my card at the level 40, it mentioned I need to use some of the color things so I can continue to increase the level, and these are the color thing you can get from. Yeah, this is a part that you can use out a lot of the stamina. The stamina is this apple thing. Yeah. I don't have much item left already. I most of my apples. And this is a daily things. Your daily activity. Yeah, I think this is something very typical of each of the mobile games. It basically wants you to do some of the things each day so you can get the items. At first, I do find it could be difficult to hit the 100 mark. So for the first 2 days, I think I didn't get 100. There was so many things to do, and some of the things I cannot do yet. And yeah, I just like that, and I didn't care about it. But then now that I unlocked until level 4, and I realized it's very easy to get through this. You can see I already reached 120. I didn't even really do some of the things yet. Yeah, it's quite easy. You just need to clear some of the cards, and especially for just all the routine things, the 10 times money thing, the 10 times experience bottle things, then yeah, you can get a lot of the active level here. This is for the anniversary event. What happened? Oh, because that's how I get a cereal card. Okay, they're going to give me a cream. That's good. Yeah. And this is also a very important part of the academy visit. I also kind of stuck here also because of my cards not enough flavor. And this is a part that you can keep getting experience, and there are some fish coin, another currency. Yeah, and this currency you can use to exchange something to increase your own attribute. Yeah, that's why I say the game's terminologies got me so confused during the first few days I play. I was like, what is that thing? So when I opened my bag, I was like, oh my god, there are so many weird things, weird looking things. But now I can start making sense of some of the things already. Thankfully, but still some of the things I'm still not very sure how they're supposed to work anyway. Yeah, and here I already changed into wedding gown. Yeah, so this is basically my character on attribute, and as you can see, it's also related to the 6th attribute. And this attribute will be the things that add on to your cards during the battle. So it's very important to always come here and to try to level out yourself too. So in addition to level out the cards, you also have to level out yourself. Yeah, and I think this is something that I kind of liked about this game, because everything is interrelated. So it's not like I increase my level for one thing that doesn't affect another aspect of the games. Something like that. I don't know how to describe it. I like the linking of it, so I can improve my own level, and then I improve the card level, and then both of them are going to work together and make me stronger in the battle, something like that. But then I do realize that I probably need to pour in a lot of resources so I can get myself stronger. Yeah, but it's not too bad. I'm at level 29. I was like quite surprised with it, because I just play like very casually. Yeah, something like that. And yeah, I did spend the card. The leaf share is my own growth, my own level. The plan is a daily plan, and then the starting is items. Oh, and another of my favorite thing is this phone. Yeah, it's it really looks like the WeChat things, right? It makes me feel so, just very interesting. Yeah, and you have a lot of stuff here. It's very interesting. I really like the interaction part of it. I think nowadays the mobile Otome Game all must have a phone function just to make you feel like you are connected with all the characters inside this city kind of feeling. It makes you feel so happy about it. But something that's really how to say, bother me of lot is this. This is the mailbox, and this thing only opened like average part already. I checked 2 or something. Then I was like, where should I get all these things? Because I had to log in to the WeChat and trying to get some of the extra things there. Then I was like, where should I get the items? Where will this item coming out? Because I do assume that there will be a mailbox features inside the games. Okay, even though I don't play much mobile games, but mobile games all have many gifts, package. So I was like, where should I get these things? Where are they coming? Where are they supposed to coming from? Where should I click? I don't see any red color dot. And it's only after I clear like the related part of it, then I realized, so I need to unlock the functions of the mailbox by playing through the band plot. Oh my god. I think this is the function that should be unlocked in the first place, right? Okay, come on. What if I cannot log in for the game like for one month over? Mine is quite long actually. Yeah, the mail usually like having an expiry date. They usually can sustain for quite a while. 5 days, 7 days, 8 days, yeah. It's not very long actually. Then I was like, where should I get all my things? But anyway, other than that, I'm very happy about the game anyway. Just this mailbox part that I get a little bit puzzle. I thought it should be some feature that's unlocked since the start. It doesn't matter if there is nothing inside. It's important to be there, right? I don't know. I just feel like, where should I get all these items? Because I log in from the WeChat group and I do see I get a lot of items there, but yeah, I don't know how to get them inside the game. But it's another satisfaction, I guess, when you unlock that particular point in the chapter, then the mailbox open and then you have so many gifts. oh, I'm having like more than 10 meals at once and I get a lot of items. Yeah, so I guess that's probably a different kind of achievement. I still wish it could be a lot, just seems a style. It's okay, it's empty, I just want it to be there. Yeah, so, but I want to say that this game is very interesting, have a lot of features and stuff. And yeah, here is the event. Okay, forget this is probably the things, the activity. Then you should kind of see like some promotions, some stuff. Most of these are about to ask you to buy things. But here is also having this important thing. This is a thing that, yeah, as long as you stay online for up to 1 hour, you are going to get different daily rewards kind of things. It's very nice. Yep. So it's very important. Okay, so every day just remember to just online in the game for 1 hour to receive all these items. You can receive them just when you hit the time mark. Okay, like 10 minutes, then you can 5 minutes you can already start to get things. Yeah, it's great things. It's free, and then and if you're like me, stuck at many places and don't know where to go, or just like trying to Google all those weird terminologies to understand what am I supposed to change this thing? Am I supposed to use this thing? Then yeah, actually 1 hour mark is not very difficult mark, and then you can just put your phone there, let it play through the automatic parts of the game, or just let it there to listen to the music. Yeah, I mean it's still quite easy to hit that 1 hour mark. Yeah, and I guess that's all that I want to share. Oh sorry, I click onto my own part here. Yeah, I guess that's all I really want to share about the game. Yep, and I really do wish that it can have some global servers. Yeah, because it's really quite interesting and it's just fun. I mean, to have more players playing the games, and obviously it's easier for me to buy some of the in-game things also. Yeah, now I'm playing through this stuff. This is anniversary events thing. They have a lot of things. Oh, look at how cute all these 5 chibi characters. Ah my god, they're so cute. But the Q&A is not that easy. I know I can just go to Weibo to see the answer, but I want to try and play it myself, and I didn't get it correct. I guess I overthink too much. Yeah, and some of the things are only open by the 19th of June, so yeah, currently we can only play the decorated card parts. But anyway, it's still quite fun. The anniversary event is not difficult and it's quite interesting, I guess. Yeah. So this is really all for Opt. And here this is the home. It's where to see what have you designed kind of things and all this. Ooh, that's very interesting. Now for the main story they unlocked, they have already opened up to the chapter 14 and then start on the chapter 6. Yeah, unfortunate. I haven't passed through the 4th hurdle. I really cannot get through it. Level 50, oh my goodness, I cannot. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention this one. This is a characters on pathway, the dating, and then all this special card stuff. And there are some how to say, each character the special story, character centric story. My god. Yeah, I haven't unlocked the rest of the 2 characters. They are unlocked at the chapter 7 and chapter 8. I bet I will see them probably, hopefully by July. I don't know when I can reach there, but anyway, that's pretty much I want to say actually. I just really think that this is a very fantastic game and it's quite interesting. Have a lot of very funny conversations, and characters are very interesting also. Even some of the plot story just made me feel a bit like, what happened? Is it the turning point kind of get a bit awkward sometimes, because it doesn't have some of the transitions and the perspective just changed immediately in the next dialogue box, and I was like, we already switched perspective, it's no longer from me. Yeah, something like that. But it was very fun, and I understand the severely brief lives into all these 5 gentlemen, and I like them very much. And yeah, another thing is that I feel sometimes the relationship, the things kind of get a bit weird, because in the cards, right, in those cards that you get, right, if you unlock the dating, right, then you will feel the very romantic feel. But in the main plot, if you're like me, playing very slowly and don't have a strong card, you're kind of getting stuck in the first phase, I would say, of the main story. Then you feel like the relationship just doesn't barely with each other. But I guess there's a part that I have to deal with in this kind of Otome game, because the card definitely have to be the guy's card, so people will feel more motivated to go for the gacha pool, right? I also very happy to really see all these beautiful men. Even when I feel the battle each time. Yeah. But sometimes I feel like the relationship just get a bit weird. Sometimes they are good to me, sometimes they are just being cold to me. But eventually I mean, they're going to be friendly with me. I guess that's a thing, right? Like in the normal Otome game also, we also have like, we just come along, get along, get to know each other better, something like that, and we always build some relationship, friendship, and even more. Yeah, and I really like Saria, so I get a lot of Saria cards. I do wish to get his anniversary wedding card. That card is splendid. Okay, that's all I really want to share about the game, as I don't have much thing to share either. Yeah, and I certainly still learning much about the games, like how to clear most of the things during the battles, the stuff, and waiting for the verifications to actually being true. I don't know when is it going to happen anyway. But if it doesn't go through, it also doesn't matter. I just be patient and play through the game, I guess. I can still contribute if they release some of the official merchandise that I can find some way to purchase it from, I guess. Yeah. So this is a game like in Dark, and it's still very amazing games that I don't know whether you will make it to the global server eventually or not. I still pray for it. And now it's one year already, anniversary events here, and it doesn't have any news yet. So I'm still praying for the best. I'm still looking forward to it, to see that it being released in a global server, so it will be easier for us to play the games and to enjoy the game together. Well, anyway, here's my video then. I just really have to get all these words out. I joined a few like Facebook group, WeChat groups, and even the Weibo. I also try to just go and scroll over this, scream about all these great guys there. Yeah, that's all for this video then. Thank you for anyone who happened to stumble and passing by and just stick with my assignment here. Okay, yeah, that's all for this video. Goodbye and have a nice day.